and welcome back. My name is Naz.
And I'm Ronnie.
And we are New Girls on the Block. This week we are switching it up from talking about dating. We usually talk about dating and stuff and social media. But today we're going to be talking about fashion.
Fashion.
Yes, like the fashion trends that we like right now. The fashion trends and how far it's going and if we feeling the vibes of the new fashion trends.
Some inspiration.
Yeah, some inspiration. And where to find inspiration. Because I feel like that was the hardest thing for me is to really find, especially body type, similar, it's like what we see on social media. Usually it's just okay, these people who are a certain shape.
Yeah, and it's all the same trend. So it's just you can't see people express things naturally. So it's kind of hard to get real inspiration because
I totally
How
agree.
could you be inspired by a trend that everybody's wearing?
Yeah, because okay, this is just a trend, so people look cool in it, and I'm going to look cool in it, so I want to shop on it too. I don't know. But how do you feel? We could jump into basically our own personal style. What is your personal style at the moment that you feel like?
I feel like I'm all about comfort and really trying to do my best to show up in fashion every day. I feel like my latest job, I got to the point where it's because it was so low key and the kind of work I was doing, I wasn't very inspired to dress up every day. And then one day I realized my job doesn't define my overall, it's not my identity.
Yeah.
So why change the way I dress or don't dress up as much? Because I feel like this job is just so laid back. No, let me bring myself to the job.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's comfort. It's very inspired by vintage right now, vintage 2000s, vintage 90s. I'm very much back into thrifting.
Oh, yeah.
And just finding pieces that are one of a kind. And yeah, I wouldn't say I have one particular, I feel like some people you could be their style is preppy or their style is boho chic or bohemian. I feel like every day is just really how I feel.
Yeah.
And yeah. So I couldn't put myself in a box.
Yeah.
When it comes to fashion.
Oh, I definitely feel that. I feel like I'm pretty much the same. I feel like when I'm looking for stuff, it's okay, is this comfortable? Is it cute? Is it flowy? I really like a lot of flowy, comfortable clothes, skirts that's a certain material and for a minute I was staying away from jeans heavy, but now I'm kind of okay, I know if I find some solid pieces, solid jeans, good quality, that these could be literally forever. I feel like jeans last so long
if you get the right ones.
Yeah, if you get the right ones for sure. So I've been a lot comfort, more flowy, more the greens, earthy tones and browns and stuff. I don't really, it's rare for me to ever wear something crazy colored.
Really?
I don't know. I just feel for me, I don't really like to stand out. And that's just in everyday. I don't like to get so, I don't know,
the attention.
Yeah. So I feel bright colors are kind of be whoa. I don't know. I just be okay, no, I'm just gonna chill and wear something casual, calm colors or whatever. So, with fashion, I feel I'm kind of getting to a point where now I'm kind of putting pieces together and okay, I want some stable pieces. I want a solid leather jacket that I could go out in or whatever. But usually if I'm out, I'm in something flowy, something a linen pants. I love me some linen pants. I love regular t-shirts or I don't know, just the overall fashion of just comfort.
I feel that's good because I feel a lot of especially Americans, I feel we consider jeans to be comfortable or just some sweats, and I feel me personally, I like to wear sweats sometime, but I feel we got so caught up in the last year of everybody wearing the cold cords. What is it it's the sets, the sweat sets, everything came as a set, and I feel that took away from the expression of fashion. And it was just I already have a set, and it's so easy, which is good sometimes if you're in a hurry, but I feel it's kind of lazy.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
I was reading a quote from, what's his name, he just died, Karl Lagerfeld. He was the the mind behind Chanel and all. Like, if you see him, you'll know him. He has, like, white, and he's always wearing, like, I'll show you a picture of him.
I feel like I remember when did he pass?
Like a few years ago.
Okay, yeah.
And he had a quote that said, every time I see somebody who wears sweats, I realize that at some point in their life, they just lost control.
Dang! People can't go out in sweats to him. He's like, oh, they don't got it together.
I hear that's like a very American thing to go out in like sweats all the time or leisure wear. Like other people don't really do that because it's like you don't really look put together. Yeah. But I feel like we do it in like you could do it in an elevated way.
Definitely.
If I have it I love Los Angeles apparel. They used to be American Apparel, but he redid a whole different company. But I love their sweatsuits because they're heavy and they look
and they look like it's like a what's it called, like the material. It looks
it's heavy,
smooth,
it's really
and like
quality.
heavy density.
But yeah, I forgot where I was going with that.
About the sweatsuits though, like
like
you could do it elevated.
You could do it elevated, and then like. I don't know. I'm glad people are kind of moving away from that. Even though you say you like neutrals a lot.
Yeah.
And I used to be super monotone sometimes. The Skims vibe and I feel like the Yeezus, Kim vibe, their effect was everything is neutral colors or stone and black. But now I feel why not add a pop, I don't know, a pop of color or a pattern is so expressive compared to just wearing gray tights, a gray shirt, gray boots, you know?
I think, and I feel like that's where I'm kind of learning too, because I was, like I said, I usually like to wear stuff that, I'm just blending in with the rest of society. But I feel like, especially now that summer's coming up, it's, more vibrant, more, sun's out. I want to, feel good. And I feel like that's the thing, too. Even though I say I do like to wear stuff that don't stand out, I feel like I'm just kind of, blending in, but when I do wear something good, it's I feel really, I feel good. I'm enjoying the day. I just feel more confident. And even though it's okay, don't want that attention, not really, but I feel like I need to start doing stuff for me and not worried about what other people are going to feel and stuff like that. But yeah, I feel like I'm starting to gravitate to more of instead of how the sweatsuits or whatever, and just, wear stuff that's comfortable, but still looks chic and nice, and where I could go to the store in this, or go to any place, a bar or whatever.
What's your favorite article of clothing?
Right now,
or your favorite 3 pieces? If you had to start your wardrobe all
with just
over
3 pieces,
and you had to start
I need to do that. So I have these white linen pants that I love so much. They fit me so nicely, and they just feel they're heavy. And I thrifted them, and I'm that's probably one of my favorite thrift finds so far. But the thing about white, it's always hard to keep it managed and make sure it don't get dull and stuff, or mixed up and washed with other stuff. Those are a staple. Let's see. I have this black leotard that I thrifted too that I love, a black, it's like a t-shirt, but it's a button down, and I feel like that's
basic because you can build on that with anything.
Yeah, and I also, it's this jean skirt that this Zara, not this one though, but the black one. I think you see me wear it, that black. It's kind of torn,
You wore it last week.
Was it last week?
Or within those past few weeks?
Probably.
Okay.
And then
I feel like I remember.
Yeah, it's a distressed Zara skirt. But that one, the only thing is I like the way it looks on me. I have to find the right top and right fit for it. I feel like everything I put together, it's it could be so much more, but I don't have the more for it. But I feel like that's one of my favorite pieces right now. And those are my top 3, because I have other stuff loungewear that I'm my usual day to day when I'm not doing much, but those 3 are the linen pants. I feel like you can't really go wrong with linen pants. You could dress it up, dress it down, cash, cool, whatever. The shirt, same thing. You could dress it up, dress it down. And this skirt, I just need to find the
right thing to bring it out.
Right thing to bring it out. But what about you? What's your top 3 fashion items?
I would say What are my top 3 fashion items? I feel like a good pair of tailored jeans.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm really big on like the fit of things, and
Yeah.
once I find a good pair of jeans that are good quality and get them fitted perfectly to me, I will wear those down. Like,
Yeah.
I love them, and I just feel so much more confident in them. I'm very much like, if the way my body is shaped, most of my jeans don't fit at the waist, so they don't make me feel like. I notice the difference of how I feel when I wear like a baggier fit at the waist that don't really like fit properly.
Yeah.
To where I get things tailored. So yeah, a tailored pair of jeans, I feel like you could just wear it forever, and it just builds any outfit. You could wear it up and down. Some tennis shoes, some heels, flats. What else? I would say a graphic T-shirt. Like, I feel like it always just elevates.
I like that shirt.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm into compliments, you know. It's so funny.
Because I feel like it could be like something simple.
Yeah.
Or it could be like, it just brings character to like a basic fit.
Yeah.
And what else? Probably a neutral color. Actually, let me think. Jeans, a graphic T-shirt. What do I actually wear all the time? And I feel, because I'm like, I have so much clothes.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be between a maxi skirt and maybe.
I do love maxi skirts too.
Yeah, I love maxi skirts. I feel like probably a maxi skirt, because I was gonna say like a neutral like bodycon like T-shirt.
Yeah.
But I feel like maxi skirts, they're just so relaxed, and I feel like just so comfortable in them, because like with mini skirts, a lot of times I feel like I'm walking, having to pull it down.
Yeah.
And it's cute and all, but like maxi skirts, like they're the moment right now. Like either a black one, a leopard print one, a denim maxi skirt.
Yeah.
Like that silhouette is just so classic to me, and I just feel like it just works on so many different shapes of body, and it just like you could never go wrong. Like you could
totally
throw
agree.
on like the most basic T-shirt. You could throw on a baggy T-shirt, a form-fitting bodysuit, a bralette, and it will always look good.
You're totally right.
Yeah.
I love, because I thrifted one, and I was like, this was like, I was looking for one for a long time, and I thrifted one. I'm like, oh, could I get away with it? Because I had like a little accent of like a little silver accent on it. But I swear when I wear it, and like I could even like, I threw on a cropped sweater, and it looks so good, and I'm like, wow, like this. Like, I love this skirt.
And it reminds me of, like, summertime. Like, I feel like you could just, like, be frolicking and, like, I don't know.
Just, like, free-flowing. I'm in a skirt today. Like,
yeah,
I feel it.
So those are mine.
Yeah.
What are some fashion rules that you feel like you have to, like, follow? Or are there any rules in fashion to you?
Rules in fashion. I feel like there are things that I wouldn't really say rules, because you could dress however you want.
Or things you live by in your fashion journey or in your fashion.
Things I live by, I could go with comfort. I feel like if I'm like feeling uncomfortable, I feel like it portrays like what I'm looking like. And people could know that I'm kind of feeling uncomfortable, because I'm like, you
feel
know,
self-conscious.
Yeah,
like,
a little. Yeah, when I'm like not in the outfit that I really, feel confident in. So I feel like comfort is a staple. I feel like, let me see. What else? Staples that I live by. I don't know. My thing is just comfort. And if you're comfortable, then you could like kind of like
get away with anything.
Yeah, kind of. Because it's like, when I went shopping, it was this one girl. She was in a cropped shirt with a low cut, and her stomach was kind of like out. And I'm like, wow, like nobody should care. She looks good. The outfit's cute, and if she has a little pudge, like whatever, So I was like, it kind of made me feel more, because I'm like super self conscious about it. I'm like, oh, let me like hide or whatever. But then I wore something kind of like, I had on like just a t-shirt. My stomach was a little bit out, and I had like low linen pants, and then someone was like, oh, you look cute, and I'm like, okay, like I don't have to like always be like tucking and ducking, like, because I feel like it's a natural thing, and that's one thing that I do feel. I guess, a fashion rule, like, oh, if you have a stomach, girl, you better not show it. Like, I'm not, yeah, like, tuck it away, you know how, like, you know, like, make it not seen or whatever, but I feel like that's something that's kind of emerging, like, I see it on, Instagram, like, people, like, why does it matter? You could look
Free
good.
The belly.
Free the belly. So I feel like that's something that I'm, like, coming out of my shell with, and it's making me feel more like, okay, everybody's normal, like, nobody has to be, you know, like, looking a certain way to even wear these certain clothes, you know? So
I agree.
Yeah, so she kind of, but then she kind of had an attitude with me.
She was the girl with the stomach out?
Yeah, and I was all happy, like, oh, like, she's like, what's it called? And that's the thing, I don't know. That could be a whole nother story. Mm-mm. But, yeah, when I walked up, because she was the worker at the fashion store that I was at, and I'm like, hey, like, how are you doing? And then, like, kind of, like, brought, like, the energy was different from the person who was in front of me compared to me. So I'm just like, huh?
What happened?
Yeah, like, what's up, sis? Like, I thought we was cool. Like, I was coming, you know.
To compliment you.
Yeah, but I don't know. It just started being weird. So, overall, she looked good. She looked cute. And I'm like, oh, she's giving me inspiration. But then she was kind of weird. So, I was just like, oh, whatever. But, yeah, I feel like that's kind of like that was a fashion no. But then it's like, be whoever you want to be. Mm-hmm. Look however you want. If you're cute, you're going to be cute regardless. Yeah. So, and a stomach is not going to make you look better or worse. It's just, it's what it is. The outfit's going to be cute if it's cute. True. So, how about you? What is fashion? Basically, there's something that you stay away from usually, or what was it?
Like the fashion rules.
Or yeah, like fashion rules.
That you live by, or fashion do's and don'ts.
Yeah, fashion do's and don'ts.
For me, I feel like I always have on earrings. I don't leave the house without earrings. Yeah. I feel like it just like, I don't know, it's just like your brows. It brings your face together. Yeah. So earrings, and I'm like really getting into more accessorizing. Mm-hmm. So I try to like, even with my earrings, either wear a necklace or some kind of bracelet. I always have my tennis bracelet on, but I'm getting more into like boulder jewelry and just like.
What is boulder?
Yeah, like big bangles or like statement pieces that like really like bring out, because I feel like you could have an outfit and you throw on some stack bracelets or like a big statement chain, or even like small stack chains or small stack rings, and it just makes your outfit just look so much more put together.
Yeah, you're right.
So I feel like just accessorizing, and not even just with jewelry. Like I remember one summer when I was working at Topshop, a lot of people would wear like bandanas around their necks. Oh. And then I'm like, oh, like that elevated their outfit, and they would just be having blue jeans on and a white t-shirt. But
with a little cute bandana.
Yeah, they'll throw on like a red bandana or like just a different color bandana, and it will look so good. Or even just like hair accessories, like headbands, or so I feel like accessorizing and thinking about accessorizing past like jewelry or a bag, but just like other pieces, rather it be a belt, hairbands, like just having fun with it.
That's
like,
the key.
I think accessories, what else? Like I said earlier, tailored clothes. I feel like before I didn't used to care, but then when I found a good like seamstress and seen like how my clothes fit compared to how they don't fit when they're not like taken in, like
it makes the biggest difference.
It makes the biggest difference. Yeah. Like there's not a time where every item of clothing that I've gotten taken in, I consistently get complimented on them.
Oh, see?
Whether it be jeans, dress pants, skirts, because they fit like they're made for you. Yeah. And I feel like that's what a lot of people don't like experience anymore, especially in this time of fast fashion or shopping online. Like it's always a guessing game. Like I really hate shopping online.
Girl,
like, I despise it. And I feel like it takes away the like, I don't know. It's nothing like walking into a store and you're just walking around and then you see a piece and the piece sees you. Yeah. And then you're just so excited when you go in and it just fits amazing and you could walk out that day and wear it. Like, it's like...
It makes a big difference. Because, girl, no. Well, I would say not to shoot them down, but I don't even care. I ordered stuff from Fashion Nova like years ago. And I'm like, okay. At first I was so anti-Fashion Nova. I didn't like it, blah, blah, blah. I just felt like you said, it was fast fashion where clothes that's just gonna be done in like
a few months.
Yeah, so But it was like a super good sale. And I'm like, okay, let me just buy some clothes. And I bought these pants. I bought 2 pants in a large. And one of them was too loose. The other one was too tight. How are they both larges? And, okay, they're different styles of pants. But they both were non-stretch pants. They both were like, you know, but they're too, like, and that's the thing about stuff like that. I shop it online. I feel like the sizes, you never really know. Because how are they, from the same company, these are 2 of the same, supposedly same sizes, but one is like skin tight, the other one's overly big.
I feel like the lack of thought is like, is so apparent in a lot of these brands. And like, I get like a lot of people can't afford to maybe buy a $60 white t-shirt. Yeah. But like, I feel like there's so many different variations of good quality, and there's ways of like upcycling and recycling through thrifting. Yeah. I feel like a lot of those, you spend so much money shopping at Fashion Nova or shopping at like Shein, and then you only could wear it once or twice. Literally. And then you have to keep repurchasing. And then at the end of the year, you have nothing in your closet. Yeah,
or a whole bunch of old, ratty, matted, beady clothes. Yeah,
because as soon as you wash them,
they're done.
The dye is done. Everything is done. Like, it's really bad quality. And I just feel like, I don't want to sound like snobby, but like, I really feel like if you invest in clothes or like find ways of like thrifting, like flea markets, there's so many, Vinted, eBay, there's so many different ways to find good quality clothing that makes you feel good. I don't know. I just feel like we should embrace.
Yeah, I totally agree. I feel like thrifting, like I found some really good name brand, crazy like stuff that would be like way out of my price range. But you find it there and it's like, okay, at least, I mean, not to say that, oh, just because it's a name brand it's better, but literally if you're getting vintage name brand stuff, the quality was better.
It is better.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta keep it a buck. It is better. It is. There's thought into it. It's not just like to sell a quick buck. Yeah. And even with these things, going back to Fashion Nova, to me, I feel like they're selling and most marketing people do it, but they're selling a mindset that when you put on these clothes, you're gonna have a certain type of body. Yeah. Like, and that's what like bothers me about them. Yes. And I just feel like they're very smart with their marketing employees. They use like celebrity marketing and Instagram, like guerrilla marketing. Yeah. And it's all these girls with the same genetically enhanced bodies. Yeah. And in the consumer's mind, they look at these girls and be like, oh, when I wear these Fashion Nova jeans, I'm going to all of a sudden have a 0% waist and a BBL. And it's just not realistic. Not realistic at all. And then it's just like, does everybody really want to look the same? That's why, like, I feel like Fashion Nova really promoted that, of everybody just wanting to have this certain kind of look that took away from the individuality of, like, fashion and style. And it was just, like, I don't know, even, like, when you think about, like, the Dunks era. Oh, yeah. Like,
and that's still kind of going on. I feel like everybody's, like...
It's the Sambas now.
Which ones are those?
The Adidas.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, they're really cute, but like, I refuse to buy some because it's just like, they're so overrated. And it's just like, we get into groupthink with fashion, and it's just like, if it works on her, it's gonna work on me. Yeah. And if somebody sees me in a new pair of Sambas, they're gonna be like, oh, she's on it, she's fashionable. But it's like, if everybody's wearing the same thing, are you really on it?
Like, yeah, exactly. Because, okay, let me give an example. Me and my sister went to the Nike store a couple of weeks ago, and I seen some shoes, and I'm like, ooh, these are cute. Like, and she seen some, she like Dunks, and she always, like, I feel like she's not like, oh, I'm on the trend. She's been
always like Dunks.
Yeah, so she found some really cute Dunks. I'm like, oh, those are cute. And then I seen some, I just seen some shoes, and I'm like, oh, those look good. It was like all brown, but they were Huaraches, and I'm like, shoot, they're on sale right now. Yeah. So I was like, let me get them, and then I bought them, and then we went to my sister's house, and she has a kid, a niece, and my little sister was over there. I was like, oh, we just showed their new shoes, and then I was like, oh, those are cute. And they was like, oh, we didn't know Huaraches are in. And I was like, dang.
They cleared you.
They cleared me, and I'm just like, okay, I guess they're not in, but I was like, they're cute to me. Yeah. They're all like, I feel like
and watch them come back in 2 years, girl, and everybody's gonna sell out the Huaraches, and they're gonna like when Dunks were $400. That was
crazy,
insane,
girl. Like, I remember I got some because I have some Dunks, the high, what is that? Not Dunks. What are they?
What, Jordan ones?
Yeah, I bought some, and I just went to the store, and I was like, these are cute, blah, blah, blah. Got them for like, because I got them in kid size, I got them for like $80-something. And girl, looked like, it was like months later, and I'm like, oh, like, these are trending. Somebody's like, oh, I love your shoes, blah, blah. And I'm like, let me see if they worse. Girl, they were like, over like, yeah, for like, what was it, like, $150, and I'm just like, this is nuts. Yeah. Like, I literally went to the shop and got it for like, and I'm like, why don't people just go to the store? Like, I don't know. Why was it so expensive?
Because they sell them out.
Oh.
Like, yeah, they sell them out. And I don't know if, I feel like because the trim was so big, Nike couldn't keep up with the production.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like a lot of those shoes are fake because, like, if you notice, out in LA, like, a whole bunch of malls start getting these shoe stores. Oh, and when you walk in, the shoes are all $300, $400, and they're all Dunks. And I'm just like, so are y'all the people who have the box, or are y'all just ordering straight from China?
Yeah,
because ain't no way that you guys are an unofficial Nike store and you guys have like all the sold out Dunks. And it was crazy because like when like it just shows like the consumer is really, what is it? The supply and demand. Yeah. Because the fact that those $99 shoes were reselling for $400, $300 just because everybody wanted to get their hands on them and there wasn't enough supply. Yeah. It's crazy. It's literally like you could study and learn economics from just that trend.
The trend of it. I totally agree. I feel like now, I feel like they're still in like Dunks and stuff, but I do feel like it's more, I guess, more accessible. Maybe they start
died down.
Yeah, maybe they start producing more, and now it's like, oh, okay, it's just a regular price.
And now it's like super like fat, like the New York guys. Like I be watching like the little TikTok videos of people interviewing people in New York, and they be like, yeah, like the one thing like you can never wear is like some Dunks. Like that's so basic. Like. But it's just like, I feel like wear what you want because like if you actually know how to dress, you're gonna make it look good. Yeah. And like as long as you don't look like a mannequin. Yeah. That's like.
And that's the thing. I feel like another example. We went out to not to put nobody on blast. What? But I went out to Korean barbecue for my boyfriend's brother's birthday party. So we were chilling, blah blah blah, and then his brother is like into that type of like fashion stuff, and then we're walking, and he's like, oh yeah, you know what these are, you know, like his jeans, and I'm just like, what? What are they? I don't know. And he was like, these are purple jeans. Have you heard of purple jeans? No. So it's this trend of jeans that's, if y'all know, I guess you know, I didn't know what it was either, and I'm like, purple jeans, I'm like, what? And then I feel like he had to explain that they were expensive jeans. But that's the thing about fashion. Like, if you have to, and I was even telling me and my husband was talking about it, like, if you see some jeans and are you buying it just because everybody's wearing these purple jeans and they're expensive? So, okay, if I wear them, they're going to look good. And you have to explain that they're purple jeans so people would know that they're expensive. So, what's the point of dressing like that? If
you're doing it for the validation.
Yeah, because I seen, it was this video we watched too. I feel like I'm going on tangents, but
it's okay.
It was this video we watched of this fashion guy talking about, what shoes to buy and like influence of the different shoe trends. And girl, he was like, buy the. He put on so he was like, these are your staples and these are your if you trying to really like show out. Girl, it was some stiletto heels. Like what? Some like probably like 6-inch boot heels that he was like
platform boots.
Like it was like I guess a thick because I'm not stilettos. I don't be knowing the heels.
Because I'm just thinking about some stripper heels right now.
It basically kind of looked like I would pull up the video, but I'm just like, is this? And I'm like, he looks absolutely ridiculous. And I feel like the only reason he's dressed like this because they're expensive. He was talking about Balenciaga this, Balenciaga that, and the shoes are this and that. Like, nobody looks good in that unless you trying to floss the price. And you can't walk in those. Literally. Like, and then he was like showing his like fashion poses. I'm just like, this dude looks a mess. And I'm just like, I would never, if I see somebody out on the street that had that full outfit that he showed at the end, I'm going to have to show it to you so you can see it. If I seen somebody on the street, I would never be like, hey.
You put that shit on.
Yeah, like you did that. Never. Like, he looked absolutely ridiculous.
Crazy.
So I'm just like, when people dress like that and say, oh, I'm in Balenciaga, like, have to show off, like, oh, it's Balenciaga, this. Like, I feel like if you would you buy that if that was $20 or if that was at a third? Like, that's where we have to kind of, like, come to a balance of things. Like, if you won't buy it if it was cheap, or
don't
like
buy it just because it has
just because it's
name.
yeah.
I feel like that's like pretentious people, and I feel like I don't know. I feel like that's why the little quiet luxury thing got so popular, because they were trying to reject how people are just like, just because you have all designer on does not mean you have style.
Exactly.
Like, some people just like me, I really don't like wearing things with monograms on them, like with branded. I don't like branded items.
Oh yeah.
Like, you rarely would catch me in anything that has a Nike swoop or like that actually has their brand name. Mm-hmm. And I feel like when people get money or when they first get into like shopping with these designers, mm-hmm. they like want to have like the Louis Vuitton down to their socks, like they Biggie Papa. But it's like it's a way to do it.
Exactly.
And I feel like sometimes people are so lazy, or like they really just don't know how to dress, so they just equate designer with style.
Yeah.
And it's just like, no, because you could have like a $200 or $400 pair of jeans on that really are good quality, or like a $500, $600 pair of shoes on, but then have a $40 t-shirt on.
Yeah.
And like, I think it's all about mixing highs with lows.
Yeah.
And just like making something look good for you, because even a lot of these designers that are like high fashion, like these Gucci's, Louis Vuitton, Balenciagas, mm-hmm. they're not making clothes for bigger people. So sometimes you look crazy as fuck.
Yeah.
Stuffed in these fucking
no, that's
those jeans that all the guys from Chicago were wearing. Not Ferragamo. I forget the jeans, but it was so crazy just watching it, because I feel like so long with the skinny jean trend.
Ugh.
I feel like we were wearing skinny jeans all middle school, high school, like even in the start of college, and then everybody was tired of skinny jeans because we were wearing skinny jeans for like a whole decade. Yeah. And I feel like these same guys would make fun of guys for wearing skinny jeans, like skaters or rockers, or even just like the Kanye's and Pharrells who wear more fitted pants. And then I feel like when everybody else was like, let's get into mom jeans or baggy jeans, then these straight guys who are like, oh my God, I'm like, you guys are gay. They start wearing the most tightest jeans to where they were like jeggings. Yeah. And I'm just looking like they were wearing the jeggings with the giant Balenciaga shoes. Yeah. And a puffer jacket. Like, and you guys look insane. Yeah. Like, and you guys are about 10 years too late. Like,
yeah, for real.
It's crazy.
On the trend,
and
a little
it's just
too
like,
late.
because these jeans cost this much, you guys are, these jeans are made for little tiny European men. Yeah. Like,
and y'all got more dumped in.
Yeah, y'all got more dumped than half of us. Like, you know, y'all be at them parties. Yeah. But yeah.
No, for real though. That, to me, that is the craziest view of anything. If somebody has so much tight pants and you see the whole little cake outside of the pants, that is nuts.
They're sagging, but not by choice. They have to, because their pants literally don't fit. Like,
that's the worst trend for me. I feel like if you are definitely in the pluser or upper, please, like, if you have your butt, like, cheeks are out and protruding out, it gives like so. Like, ew, like trashy, dirty, and I don't know. That just looks crazy.
This lady I used to work with, and she used to literally try to like get me caught up with dress code violations all the time. Yeah. And I would literally be wearing a regular t-shirt, and I'll stand up, and my shirt will lift a little bit, and she'll be like, "What's up with you wearing crop tops?" And I used to be like, "Girl, back up." Yeah. And then the same girl would literally be sagging, and it would look so dirty, and I used to just be walking like, stinky. Like, it was so stinky. And I'm just like, guys, like, I get fashion is about free expression, but like, you want to express that you look dirty?
Yeah, exactly. Like, what do you think that's expressing not to, because I feel like people get dressed. The people who dress like, like you said, in the it's expensive pants, they're doing it to show out. But what image do you think that is projecting? If you half your butt is out, do you think people was like, hey, you put that on?
Yeah.
Like, no, you look crazy.
And people have to be honest, what you dress, that's a part of communication. Like, you're communicating to the world
what type of kind of person you are.
What kind of person. Even when you dress very minimalist, it's so you're not attracting a whole bunch of attention to you. Yeah. That's like a whole theory in fashion, like that's why a lot of people love black, because it's simple, it's easy, and it's not bringing up too much attention to you. A lot of these people who are like in high fashion, they don't want everybody in their business. They want to draw the attention away, and then maybe like their mind speaks for them. Like we always talk about Bill Gates and his turtleneck.
Oh yeah.
His mind and his theories and his new designs with Apple, that's what we knew him for. Yeah. Not for crazy, like his crazy clothing never took away from the person. So
I think that's important. Like, really, but maybe they want to portray themselves. Look, I don't know. Like, I feel like the people who do dress like that, maybe that's just what they want to portray themselves as. And if it is, then hey, I don't know. That just looks crazy to most. I think it's not.
Well, I know that like on TikTok, the road of micro trends, when every week we have office core, ballerina core. I just feel like every week TikTok has a new aesthetic that people should follow, and I'm just like, guys, this is crazy.
Yeah, because how could people now, especially people who, you know, and that's the thing, when people are overly influenced by what other people are doing, I think that's where we kind of lose it. And if you're, next money you got to buy something new to look like this, to like, it's like, okay, who are you as an individual? Like, why do you feel like you need to hop on these trends and wear these type of clothes because the person on TikTok looked good in it, so I'm gonna look good in it? Then it's like nobody's wearing that no more. Oh no, I have to throw it out and hop on the next trend. It's absolutely crazy to me. Like, and I feel like because trends are cool, and I feel like you get inspiration from, you know, like what draws to you. But when you're changing it up so much and just like, it's like unsustainable.
Yeah, because the trend cycle used to be every like 20 years. Like, it was a rule like that. The early 2000s were influenced by the 80s. The 2020s were influenced by the early 2000s. And like it would take at least 15 to 20 years for us to start getting like inspiration from different trends of the past. Yeah. And then I don't feel like we would just completely copy the trend. We would like take pieces from it. Like in the early 2000s, they were taking pieces from like, everybody was wearing the boho chic, and we had the big bags and the long skirts. That's a direct correlation with 70s fashion. But we didn't look like exactly like the 70s. Yeah. We took pieces and brought it into the modern age. But I feel like with TikTok, they make the trend cycle so quick. Yeah. And that's why we have this fast fashion like Shein and Boohoo and all this stuff, because they're trying to keep up with slave labor. But and then it's just like you said, like in 2 weeks when there's a new trend, now you have a whole bunch of clothes that's creating waste. Yeah. And this most of the stuff is polyester, made of plastic. It doesn't break down, and now we have all these landfills of clothing and it's just like, I think people need to look deeper at like what they really like, exactly, and not look at the influencer and like try to copy and paste, because like we have to know that these influencers are literally paid billboards. And they're gonna so I don't know. I totally agree with that. I feel like finding your own style on like different like platforms. I'm pulling up my little Pinterest because I feel like Pinterest is A1 of finding who you like, kind of like your true fashion. Because I feel like you said, on like these TikTok trends, we get so caught up on like, oh, this is something new. But if you as an individual are pulling up what you, okay, I like this, and seeing people who put the outfit together, and it's like, wow, this is what I want to look like, instead of what everybody. It's like more centered to you. So or centered to like the pieces you like. Like I was looking, what are those pants? Like
the capris.
I bought some.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should. I'm
no, you didn't show me.
Yeah, but capris, and then I look up capris, and you see denim capris, office capris, all these type of capris, and then they have links to where you could buy the stuff from, and you'll see different ways to wear them. and I just feel like, I don't know, it's a more like kind of curated style.
Yeah.
And like you could really like get into like the detail orientation around how you want to dress, which I appreciate.
Yeah, I totally agree. I feel like Pinterest, I've been using Pinterest for years now. I've been like, I swear, Pinterest, when I first started kind of hearing about it, probably was like 2013 or so. And then, like, I would go on Pinterest for like food ideas, food blogs, blah, blah, blah. But now, like, I feel like more people are using Pinterest, which is giving it more like a broader audience of different like facts, because at first it was mostly about like recipes and people who post their blogs of like
DIYs
DIYs, but I feel like now it's so advanced, and I feel like it's kind of Pinterest is kind of slept on to me. I feel like a lot of people know about it, but it's still like so much you could do.
Underrated social media platform.
Yeah, it's very underrated. But for me, like when I log on, I just like go to my feed and I see like these different fashion like, because for me, I kind of want to get into more of like, I really like the earthy, I've always been kind of like into that, like the earthy girl aesthetics and like long skirts, heavy bags, and like just, you know, like a relaxed, chill vibe. So I've been looking at more like inspiration for like long skirts, earth tones, cute outfits, and I feel like Pinterest are having it. Like, okay, this is where I'm gonna put together or like get inspiration from when I'm like going thrifting next time, or like I want to try something new. I'm gonna look on Pinterest for like the way I want to dress in a way, instead of, oh, this is what everybody else is doing. I feel like it gives more individuality of what your true style is.
I think so too, and I think that's why I kind of like that it's still underrated, because it's not infiltrated by like, you could see trends for sure on there, but like you said, it's very individualistic, and it's like, it's what you're searching, and then from what you search, it shows you more inspiration off of that, instead of just like them presenting something to you and telling you this is what you like. You have to go and find what you like.
Exactly.
So Pinterest is amazing.
I was just going to say, to jump into, what do you feel like, or do you feel like you have something that, like you said, the capris, it's like, okay, I want to bring back, I like the way capris look. Do you feel like that is, how am I trying to word this? Like, what's the most, I guess, daring thing that you kind of want to bring back? Because I feel like capris is kind of like, it's there, but like, what's the more, like, if you have anything that's kind of like, okay,
I don't think I have so much as daring. I was thinking about, like, I almost last week bought those like little, have you seen those Ruffle shorts? I was gonna do that, but then I realized what my butt looks like, and I'm just like, no, those are gonna look like underwear.
Because that's what I mean.
But like, I feel like that's a look too. Like, like
I
the really,
see.
But I don't know, because I don't like being too exposed. So I probably wouldn't, but I'm not sure, because I've like, what is like a laid back? Maybe this summer I'll wear probably like a really nice body. Like, remember the bandage dresses?
The bandage dresses?
Like when we were like, think 2011, like bodycon, when Kim Kardashian first came out, and she would wear those skin tight like bodycon bandage dresses.
Where it's just a bandeau, like.
Let me show you.
Okay. And I'll be entering the pictures here so you can see it too.
Yeah, I can see it. Like, I low-key would love to wear a neon, maybe.
Ooh, neon for the summer?
I love neon for the summer. A neon, maybe an orange or a pink bandage dress that's strapless.
Yeah, I got it. Because what I'm picturing, I don't know if what I'm picturing is what it is.
These are not even good examples. Maybe something like this, but
okay.
Not this though.
Yeah.
But these are not good examples because they look like from 2006. But I'll find the picture and I'll
we're gonna
insert it up here. But just like maybe like a really cute micro mini dress. Like, I don't know. I have been getting inspired. Not so much Y2K, but still early 2000s, 90s. Like I said earlier, like I've been watching Sex and the City a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So I've been very much inspired by the ladies of Sex and the City. I love Carrie Bradshaw's style, and I also like Samantha's style as well. But I love all their styles really. But Carrie, I feel like I identify with most.
Oh, in fashion wise.
Yeah, because she wears a lot of tube tops. She wears like I have an outfit that I literally went and bought, and I'm like, this reminds me of something. And then I Googled Carrie Bradshaw tube top, and the same outfit came up.
Really?
I promise you, I did not go in thinking about her, but I came out with the same fit as her.
What?
Like, okay.
For real? But, that's cool.
A daring piece. Yeah, probably just like, especially since I'm on my little health journey.
Oh, yeah.
I just feel like I could get away with wearing, like, I don't know, like just sexier clothing. And yeah, sexier clothing. But I can't right now think of anything that's too daring.
Yeah, but I feel like it doesn't really have to be as a daring, but more like, like something that it's like, okay.
That's not really as popular.
Yeah, as popular.
That, and yeah, I'm really, this summer, like, I want to go, side note, I know I was supposed to go to Italy, but I don't know now that I found out what I found out yesterday.
Wait, you got to tell me. Oh, yeah.
We'll see. But I was also thinking about because everybody keeps telling me that I should go in September when all the prices come down and the Italians actually come. Because my friend was telling me everybody who's from there mainly leaves in the summer.
Oh, I
bet.
They
go on holiday and then it's full of tourists. So they leave.
So you want to go for the Italians?
Yeah, I don't want to be with a whole bunch of American and English people.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to see some ciao bello.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about still going in September if I don't go for summertime. But if I don't end up going in summertime, I was thinking about going to Mexico City for like a week or two and just thrifting. Ooh. I heard the thrifting in Mexico City.
Girl, if you do,
is amazing.
Guess what? My passport came. We out. If you want to do a little quick trip to Mexico, we can, girl. Because I got my passport now. Yeah, that would be so fun.
I'm down.
Yeah, because Mexico's like right down the street, kind of. Shoot.
So yeah, I'm thinking about going to Mexico City and going thrifting out there. I follow this girl. She's underrated. Shout out to She's Underrated. I love your content. If you ever watch this, she went on like a thrifting thing in in Mexico City, and she got so many good pieces.
Really, you gotta send me the video.
Pesos, and I'm just like,
it is so good price, especially thrifting. Like
and Mexico City, I feel like I literally just start really getting into it. It literally looks like a mix of Mexico, Paris, and New York.
Yeah,
like,
I feel like
love
they have.
The vibe.
I seen this other video, not to get kind of off track of fashion, but this other guy who went there, he was like, you probably wouldn't even guess where this is. And it looked like how the Italian, like, you know, the villas and like the nice build and then the stairs. And he was like, this is Mexico. Like, and it's like, and I've always known that. Of course, Mexico is beautiful, but we hear so much stigma about it. Like, oh, it's this and that and that. People are moving to America to get away from whatever is in Mexico. But I feel like when we think like that, because even I feel like America is definitely
dangerous, ghetto.
Yeah.
All the above.
All of the above. Yes. In debt. Like all of the terrible things. But everybody want to come to America. So I feel like without having a biased mindset to go and actually experience the city and experience like I don't know, the beautiful architect, even the beautiful people, like just like the culture and like, I don't know, when people just judge things from like, you know, maybe like the ghetto era perspective, then it's like, okay, you're putting a whole stigma on the country. Ignorant. Yeah. So I'm like, period. I don't even care. But I feel like that showed me like, wow. And I always knew, like I said, like I feel like of course places in other countries, like it's parts that's absolutely gorgeous. But just to see, like, I'm like, that looks like where I want to be. Like, so I'm so down for a Mexico trip.
We might have to do Mexico.
For
and
real.
It's in July, our birthdays too.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, that ticket, I'm going to look at plane tickets because I haven't.
Or we can even drive. Can we drive to Mexico?
Not Mexico City. I mean,
it's further?
Mexico City is like in the middle of Mexico.
Oh.
Like south. But I mean,
I must just look and see how long it takes.
Let's see how long the
literally
drive
it takes like 2 hours to get to Mexico. 2-ish.
I feel like it would take like 6 hours to
drive. Oh, yeah?
Maybe. But I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah.
We'll look it up.
Yeah, we can. Period.
But, yes. What are some of your favorite places before we go?
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite places to shop at that you can shout out? Or for the girls, because I feel like it's a thing for people we would have so much in our closet but nothing to wear. Yes. Or some people have a hard time like putting together fits. What are some places that you love shopping? Like top 3.
Let's see, top 3. So I don't really go to, like, I usually thrift. I haven't really been shopping in a while. I did recently go to H&M, and I feel like H&M, we all kind of like, ugh, about H&M. But they had a really good sale. I found, like, they had a whole rack of, like, the women's sale. I found a nice blazer that was originally, like, $70 for $5. I found some slacks, like, some nice striped slacks. For like, everything was $5. I don't know what was going on, why that was on sale. Yeah, but it was like, and it was quality. And I feel like with H&M, it's kind of like one step under Zara. I feel like Zara is like, I feel like they have the same clothes kind of. Like the material is similar. Like when I find stuff at H&M, I can see the same thing kind of as Zara. And it's like, what's really the difference but the price? So the clothes that I got there, it reminds me of the same type of material that I get from like Zara.
Maybe when I go shopping. I haven't shopped at H&M in so long, but I feel like Zara has like, they have a good dupes for designer. Like they have they're heavily influenced by like Miu Miu, Balenciaga. A lot of stuff you see on the runways, Zara will like make an affordable version. Yeah,
but I feel like H&M is a dupe from Zara. So so it's like bringing like, okay, that's from a dupe from that, but then this is a dupe from that. So it's like similar, like I feel like the quality is so much better than some place like a Forever 21 or something like that. Even though they're kind of on the same plane of fast fashion, but just all of the pieces that I've gotten are like quality. Like it doesn't look like it's gonna wash out and be like. So I don't shop for regular. Like I would just go to look at the what's it called, like the sale rack, and if I find something, I find something. It's not really like, oh, whatever. But I do feel like those pieces that I found was like a steal, because girl, like the blazer, like that's a better price than me thrifting a nice blazer. So I feel like, I don't know, maybe they're like getting rid of the fall stuff. So that's the only thing that I'll say is a good price. If you go somewhere and like a place like that, look at the sales rack, because nobody wants to spend out extra money on something that's like go on sale in 2 months. Literally and I could spend $5 on a supposedly $60 blazer. So that's where I've been going. I also go to this one thrift shop in Culver City, the one we went to together. That one I feel like is good because it's smaller and you could kind of like find, like I found some really good staples. Like I have these like little overalls that I love so much, and I found it for like $8, and they're like nice thick quality overalls. And actually I haven't really been, that's the only places that I've been kind of shopping at, thrifting, and then recently. But I don't really like to overshop either. I feel like I like to find certain things, and when I find it, I keep it. And then if I really need to go shopping, then I'll go more shopping. But usually, it's just flat. Just, okay, if I find a good piece, I'm going to find a good piece. But I'm not really thinking about shopping. But now that summer's coming, I do want to, like, up my little wardrobe and dump a lot of stuff, because I have so much stuff.
Me too.
Way too much.
Girl, I have stuff and I'm like, it's gonna come back in season. I have stuff I've never worn and I'm like, it's gonna come back one day. Yeah. And I'm just like, I need to get rid of it.
Exact, girl. I thrifted this like Ralph Lauren. It kind of reminds me of Kanye West. His remember the polo stripe, or the stripe. It's a stripe. Like
the blue and white stripe.
Yeah, it's a blue and white stripe collared. And I'm like, one of these days I'm gonna find something.
You can definitely bring.
I know. That's why I'm like, that one. I feel like if I find the right outfit.
I feel like stripes are always gonna be like a staple.
Yeah.
An easy pattern to go to.
So one of these days, I've been holding on to it, but I'm like, I might end up selling it. But I do want to hold on so I can find the right outfit for it and just see what works and what doesn't. But stuff that I hold on to that I need to just let go. But to bring up to you, what is your top 3 places you like to shop?
I love thrifting. I really like the Goodwills in the area. I just go to different ones. I love the one on Pico and or on Venice and Western. I really like that one.
Venice and Western?
It's like in the cut. It's like very much in the cut.
I'm gonna have to go. Yeah. The one on, what's the name? La Brea is trash.
Yeah, that one, I don't like that one.
Me neither.
I like the one on Venice and Western. I like the one off of Crenshaw because I feel like the black old people be having that swag.
Girl, yeah.
So I like Goodwill, and I like finding like new small thrift stores. There's one in Burbank that I really want to go to. I forget what it's called, but I'm gonna send it to you. We should definitely go.
Okay.
So just finding new thrift shops. What else? I love Zara. That's like my guilty pleasure. That's like the only store I really shop at the mall at this point.
Yeah.
At Zara, I get a lot of my basics from them and accessories. And then I love eBay.
Oh, you've been shopping on eBay?
I get a lot of my shoes, my heels from eBay.
Oh.
Like I got some vintage Ferragamo heels for like $80, I think. They may have been lower than $80, but like I would be on the hunt for hours on eBay.
On eBay? I used to sell on eBay. And I feel like eBay's kind of slept on.
It is. Like, they have good design. A lot of these people who resell designer shop on eBay. Like, yeah, I feel like eBay is really, really good source for shoes, accessories, and like if you're really into like they have so many Manolos, the real too. And then hopefully, I hope that we could get into more estate sales.
Yeah, I forgot to mention the estate sales. Yeah. Girl, I've been missing it so much. Like, I was thinking about it like I think a week ago, and I started looking on the list of like, you know, they be having the list and pictures of what they have, and I'm like, I need to go. Like, I don't know, because I that Prada wallet that I found for freaking, what did she charge me? $40 for it was a little.
Like, where are you gonna get a Prada wallet for $40?
For $40, literally. So that's something to put y'all on. If y'all don't know,
yes, thrifting.
Yeah.
If you want to do online shopping, go to eBay.
Yeah.
Like, stay away from Fashion Nova and Shein. And a lot of times these clothing, they look good and they're 20, 30, 40 years old and they're still standing the test of time. They're going to last you another 40 years. And, yeah, just take your time, find your individual
And I like
style.
the tailoring, too.
Tailoring. Find you a good tailor.
Yeah.
If you find you a good tailor, that would change your life. Like, I really feel like that would change your life. You feel so much better when you have clothes that actually fit. And it's hard to find clothes that fit when you have small, large, medium.
Exactly.
For billions of people, it's 3 sizes or even a 31, 32, 34. Yeah. They don't take in proportions or body shapes. And when you find a good tailor, like, it just makes you feel like the clothing was custom made just for you. Yeah. And there's no better feeling. No better feeling.
Like,
and I'm a good shoe person too.
Yeah.
Like a person who cleans your shoes.
That's what I need to
like fix the bottoms of your heels and like protecting layer. I don't know. I just feel like those are 2 things that everybody needs. Somebody
exactly. And I feel like a lot of people kind of forget about that because I feel like that's kind of like an art that's, you know, people back in the day used to go get stuff tailored and stuff, and it's like, oh, nobody really thinks about it, but shoot, you put me on because I'm like, I'm gonna start going to get my stuff tailored too. Because it's important.
So, yes. Yeah. That is all we have for you today.
Yes. We hope you guys liked it. Yes. And if you did, make sure you guys are liking, commenting, and subscribing
and let us know your favorite places to shop in the comments.
Yeah.
Put each other on. We're building this community.
Yeah.
Let us know, whether it be a thrift shop, something that you have in your local town.
Yes.
Or if anybody knows anything about Mexico City.
Let us know.
Yeah. And let us know. So, yeah.
Yeah, the rest of our episode, guys. Bye.